The Drum Theatre in the heart of Dandenong is among the country's finest. Robin Williams was lucky enough to be taken on a tour through this magnificent community facility.
Hi, I'm here at the Drum Theatre in the heart of Dandenong with the Director of Cultural Facilities, Greg Hordacre. Now, Greg, this is a magnificent theatre and it's got a great history, hasn't it? Can you tell us a bit about that?
Well, Drum Theatre was opened in 2006. It was originally the Dandenong Town Hall. The Dandenong Town Hall history goes back to the end of the 19th century. And so it's been a facility that has really served the community of Dandenong for many, many years. From what I understand, the theatre was created during, I think the thought of it came about during the 1990s, and the community and the council decided that it would really like to convert the town hall into a facility that was really forward-looking. So it would be a facility that would make Dandenong proud into the 21st century.
It's a really nice historic building, isn't it?
Yeah, the architects retained the historic facade, and so it still sits on the main street of Dandenong, as it has for over 100 years. But inside it's anything but what it was like 100 years ago. I know many of the community have been to Dandenong Town Hall for many events throughout the years, and many people, when they do come in and see the way that it has been renovated, are really quite surprised, and they'll tell us that they might have met their husband or their wife at a dance here or something like that, but then they come into the facility and they see what has been done and they love it, and they book for a show and they come and see the show, and they're so pleased and so excited that a facility like this exists in Melbourne South East.
Now, Greg, what's the capacity of the theatre? How many people does it seat?
The theatre now seats 521 people, and it's a very, very comfortable little theatre. It reminds me a little of European concert halls, the way that the audience is very, very close to the performance. We've got an upper level and a lower level. The dress circle seats 160, and downstairs we've got 361. And so we've always got a really intimate and great proximity for the performers. In fact, when the performers come into the theatre, sometimes they're expecting to walk into a town hall, and they arrive, they come in through the door, and you can see their state of mind just visibly elevate as they say, my God, this is a real theatre. And they look at our facilities, and really it is a state-of-the-art facility, and we can pretty much do anything that we like. We cater for opera, we cater for dance, we have a lot of theatre throughout the year, musicals. The community really enjoys using this facility. We have a lot of different communities within Dandenong, and schools, ballet schools, calisthenics, who utilise this facility. It's great to be able to share such a valuable asset with people in the community.
Yes.
And we also build a program so that we have different performing arts companies from around Australia and also around the world coming regularly into Dandenong and presenting some absolutely world-class performances.
And I notice they're catered for all different groups and ages. I see James and the Giant Peaches coming.
Yeah.
I think my son would love that one.
Excellent. Yeah, we're actually building a very strong family and education program. So we've really identified there's a lot of young families in Dandenong, and there's a lot of people who are really interested in coming to the theatre and maybe not knowing exactly how to access it. So we create in the foyer an interactive zone so that families can come in. There's colouring, there's hands-on crafts, there's all sorts of activities in the foyer, and then we have a performance inside the theatre. So it sort of begins to be a bit of a day out.
So Greg, do you want to tell us a bit about the highlights coming up at the Drum Theatre this year, the program?
I'd love to. The highlights of the Drum Theatre include a range of really some new partnerships that we're developing with different organisations across Melbourne. Probably the biggest event that we have is an event called Emerge, which is in association with Multicultural Arts Victoria. In July this year, we'll be having this stage, this auditorium, the foyer out the front of the theatre and even down the street will be absolutely full of the different sort of diverse communities that live in Dandenong, all presenting their arts, their crafts, their foods, and their performances. It's an absolutely magical event. We've been doing it over the last couple of years each year gets better, and I believe it's the 21st of July this year, Saturday the 21st, and you come along here and the event is absolutely astonishing. It's a free event for the community to come and see, but in Dandenong we are constantly surprised that some of the new arrivals, some of the new communities that are now living here also includes some of the best artists in Africa and in Asia and other parts of the world. They get invited to various festivals around Australia and they just don't have the opportunity of performing in Dandenong. So with Multicultural Arts Victoria, we've developed a program where we present them here, and it's an absolutely amazing day. Also in July, it's a pretty busy time, middle of the year, we've got a partnership with Opera Australia's touring company, Oz Opera, and each second year they premiere their national touring show here at Drum Theatre. We've got a great facility that professional companies really enjoy using, and so we make it available to them so that they can come in here for a week, finalise their rehearsals and their production and everything else, tweak it, get it right, and then they have the world premiere here in this theatre. So that is also in July. I think it's on the 7th of July. We've got Oz Opera here doing Don Giovanni this year, and it's always an amazing evening. We've also got a fantastic program, as you've picked up there as well.
Little booklet, yes.
And that is throughout 2012. We've got a whole range of activities, performances. Again, led by some of Australia's leading performing arts companies, some of the leading touring companies in Australia, and we present an excellent range of drama, of dance, of music, and as we're just talking about kids shows.
Now, where can people get this booklet?
The booklet's available at our front counter, and you're also able to jump onto the internet, www.drumtheatre.com.au. Visit our website, have a look at the shows. You can also ask for a copy of the booklet to be sent out to you. We're also on Facebook, we're also on Twitter, so there's lots of ways that the public can access what we're doing. We've got the sort of events you'd expect to see in the Melbourne CBD presented here at Drum Theatre. It's really accessible. We like to think that we're able to present things in an affordable way as well. And one of the nice things about having a sort of a metropolitan theatre is the cast and crew enjoy coming out and meeting the audience after the show. So you can meet some of Australia's leading actors and actresses here in the theatre after a performance. They'll come out, share a drink with you, have a chat with you, and it just adds to that experience. It makes it something a little bit different, something that you don't necessarily get when you travel.
A little bit more personal.
It is, it is. It's a really enjoyable experience.
Now, Greg, do you mind telling me a bit about how this wonderful facility runs and how it's all made possible?
Well, Drum Theatre is actually owned and operated by the City of Greater Dandenong. As I mentioned, it was the decision of Council to do these renovations and transform the Dandenong Town Hall into Drum Theatre, and it's certainly been something that's been really widely embraced by the local community and wider Melbourne. The City of Greater Dandenong continues to support the theatre. It continues to enable it to be staffed and resourced and open. So I think it's an absolutely phenomenal asset and such a great thing for this community. And I always look at the sort of facilities and assets that a council has. And when I see a facility like this, I'm really reminded that the council really values its community. As Dandenong grows and as more things move out here and the whole Dandenong CBD is evolving, to have a theatre like this and to be able to have a theatre that serves its community in the way that we're able to do is absolutely brilliant. And it's fantastic to have the support of the City of Greater Dandenong.
We'll see more of the Drum Theatre after the break.